Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Sunday morning meditation and Dharma service at One Temple, North Carolina. Friends here in the Dharma Hall and friends on the live stream. My name is Drew. My Dharma name is Wandu Chang. I've been practicing here for about 12 years, and I just came back from 10 months on a fellowship in Ireland. And I just wanted to share a couple comments about that experience. I didn't know a soul in Ireland when I got there in August. And I'd never been to Ireland. So what that did was sort of set me up for a 10-month retreat. I was removed from familiar circumstances. I was there on my own, and so somewhat isolated. And at times I was lonely, but I had more opportunities to observe my mind and how it behaves. And the bulk of my practice is mind practice, as it is for most of us. So this opportunity to observe my mind in its native state and what it does without familiar circumstances around me was a real gift that I'm grateful for. I got one really good piece of advice when I arrived, and that was say yes to everything. And I did that. And I really dove into Irish culture, played Irish traditional music, hiked the landscapes, and became a sea swimmer. So I'll make just a couple comments on that. Ireland is an island in the North Atlantic, and people are close to the sea. And they've always been swimmers, and it's cold water. But during pandemic, they flocked to the shore to go swimming because they had pretty strict lockdown, and swimming is a way to deal with that. And when I say swimming, a lot of times you're just getting in for a couple of minutes because it's February and it's 45 degrees Fahrenheit. But there's all kinds of physical and mental health benefits of swimming, especially cold water swimming and wild swimming. I urge you to try it. So I became a daily swimmer basically from October through the end of my trip in June. And one of the perks is you go to the seashore and you get in very cold water and you're surrounded by a bunch of other really euphoric people. And it is challenging. But the main challenge was the mind challenge. If it was rainy and gray, I was kind of dragging my feet, but I knew I had to get in the water that day. And if it was sunny, I would just walk right in. And I think almost all swimmers had that feeling. And I noticed it was very good for my mental health and also my physical health. And I think it boosted my immune system because I was pretty healthy while I was there. The other thing I did was take lessons on traditional Irish music instruments, fiddle and concertina, and the Irish drum, the bodhrán. And traditional Irish music in Ireland is a lot of jigs and reels and polkas, and it tends to be pretty upbeat music. The songs where they're singing can often be either funny or tremendously sad, but the music has a real powerful effect on me. And to learn these instruments required great concentration on my part. Levels of concentration that are difficult for me to achieve in sitting meditation, because that's when my mind starts talking and writing emails and making lists of regrets about things I've said this week. So those two things, the sea swimming in really cold water and learning instruments and trying to play harmoniously with people around me, were two really wonderful opportunities for me to study my mind and its basic patterns, and to learn to control that mind muscle a little bit better than when I left last August. So I'll play some short piece for you. It's an air. Airs tend to be a slower form of Irish music. This is concertina. I'm holding it backwards. And it's a type of accordion. It's favored by sailors, or used to be, because it's compact and you can bring it anywhere and dance a jig. And Irish music is very much about sitting in the kitchen and playing with your friends, and your other friends come over and dance, and lots of laughter. And at a traditional Irish music session, you'll play a set of usually 3 tunes, and you play each tune 3 times. And then you take a break and you drink beer and crack jokes and tease your friends. And my hearing's not so good, and they would always be laughing, and I could tell they were teasing me, but I didn't always know what they were saying. But it was just as fun regardless. Today we have a Dharma Talk by Kelly Deno of our One Sangha. The topic is me and my true mind and true nature. And now let's relax our minds and our bodies with some Qi Gong exercise led by Lars. Thank you.
Good morning, friends, here in the Dharma Hall. Good morning at home. Please make sure you have enough space. Don't crowd yourself. Step forward in front of your mat if you can, or behind your mat. Just make yourself you have enough space. Now please make sure our feet are hip-width apart. Our knees are slightly bent. Tailbone is tucked in. Chin is tucked in. And our spine is in a straight, erect position. Feel the ground underneath your feet, right behind the ball of your foot. Just lift up one of your feet and just rotate your ankle around the ball of your foot. Loosen it up. Let's reverse the direction. Let's change feet. Change direction. Put your feet back on the ground. Let's rub our hands together. Vigorously and fast. Really make them warm. When they're really hot to the touch, cup our knees. Say thanks to our knees. Rub our knees. Whip a little bit up and down. Okay, come back up. Let's put your hand on your hip. So let's rotate those hips. Any direction will work. Start out slow and small. And we gradually make those circles bigger. Let's make those circles small again. And reverse. Again, making them circles bigger. And make small again. And stop. Let's interlock our hands. Just rotate our ankles. Our wrists. And reverse, if you can. Challenge yourself. Okay, let's rotate our forearms one way and the other way. Spread our arms out if you can. Let's rotate those. Again, starting out small circles, and we gradually making those bigger. And make the circle smaller again. And reverse. And small circles. Let's drop our arms. And we drop our chin to our chest. When we breathe in, we slowly rotate our head up to the back of our neck. And once we arrived at the back, and we're looking at the ceiling, breathe out and complete the rotation. And then we breathe back in, and we change direction. Slowly rotate your head back up. And breathe out. One more time, breathe in. Out. In. And out. Now let's rotate on the spot. One arm slaps your shoulder, the other one your backside. You can aid yourself with lifting the foot up to the direction you turn. Okay. Come to a still point. Breathe in, grab the energy from your dantian, and breathe out. Breathe in. And out. One hand comes in front, the other one circles beside ourselves around an energy ball, breathing in. And when we breathe out, we push the energy towards the other hand. Turn our body to the other side, breathing in, grab the energy on the other side, And breathe out. Breathing in. And out. In. And out. One more round. In. Out. In. And out. Keep our hands in front of us. You're breathing in, pushing to one side. Imagine you have pulled a bowstring taut. Hold that tension. Breathe out, release. Arms back in front of us. To the other side, breathing in, pull the bowstring. And release. Breathe in. Imagine any worries or anxieties you have. Put that into an arrow. Hold it. Breathe out, release. On to the other side. Breathe in. Grab that arrow of awareness you have. And let go. Drop your arms. Shake yourself out. Any intention that you have left, just drop that. Okay, come back to a still point. Now we hold the energy ball on our left-hand side. Left arm is up. Step out to your right. Bottom part of your arm comes up, brushing up. Turn all the way to the right. Come back. Now you're holding the energy ball on the right-hand side. Turn to the left and brush up. Back to the center, holding the energy ball on your left-hand side. And one more time, to the other side. Come back to the center. Breathe in and out. Breathe in, bring our palms to the side, all the way above our head. Slowly breathing out, bring our palms to our heart center. Rest, breathe in and out. Thank you, friends. Now please join us offering 4 bows to the Dharmakaya Buddha, fourfold grace, either standing or full bowing posture.
With gratitude, I bow to the grace of heaven and earth, honoring the infinite source of marvelous existence. With gratitude, I bow to the grace of parents, ancestors, and everyone who has given me life and nurtured me. With gratitude, I bow to the grace of fellow beings, embracing the truth of interconnectedness. With gratitude, I bow to the grace of laws, which guides us to develop justice and freedom through Dharma and universal principles. Meditation is simple and easy. Anyone can practice it. Take time to find your most comfortable position and wiggle to release any tension in your body. Gently rock front to back or side to side until you find the point of perfect balance. Breathe in, grab all your tension. Breathe out. Release mental and physical uneasiness. Relax your whole body. It's okay to slouch a little bit if that feels more natural. Let your mind's eye focus on belly breathing. Breathe, listen to your body. If your body agrees, gradually sit up tall. Gently straighten your spine. Focus on the energy in your lower abdomen. Open your eyes softly. Look straight ahead with a level gaze. Now let your eyelids relax and softly align your ears with your shoulders. Tuck your chin in slightly and let your shoulders melt downwards. Enjoy the sensation of your arms and hands relaxing. If your face or body begins to itch, just let it pass on its own. If your legs ache unbearably, you may change position very slowly and quietly. When you move, maintain a calm stillness to honor the silent practice of those near you. When thoughts arise in your mind, don't be disturbed or react to them. When left alone, they'll disappear by themselves. Continue to bring your awareness back to your Danjan abiding breath. When your mind is calm, concentrated, perfectly focused, and at peace, you will rest in the realm of samadhi, deep meditation. You will no longer feel any distinction between yourself and others. You will be free from the limits of time and place. In our meditation, may our ever calm, ever bright spirit be with us. Yongju, page 4. The spiritual energy of heaven and earth settles in my being. My spirit penetrates all things as my mind wills. Heaven, earth, and I become one. I am one with the way of heaven and earth. The spiritual energy of heaven and earth settles in my being. My spirit penetrates all things as my mind wills. Heaven, earth, and I become one. I am one with the way of heaven and earth. The spiritual energy of heaven and earth settles in my being. My spirit penetrates all things as my mind wills. Heaven, earth, and I become one. I am one with the way of heaven and earth. The spiritual energy of heaven and earth settles in my being. My spirit penetrates all things as my mind wills. Heaven, earth, and I become one. I am one with the way of heaven and earth. The spiritual energy of heaven and earth settles in my being. My spirit penetrates all things as my mind wills. Heaven, earth, and I become one. I am one with the way of heaven and earth. Prayer for world peace. Grace of heaven and earth, grace of parents, grace of fellow beings, grace of laws. O Dharmakaya Buddha, fourfold grace, may we take refuge in Dharma and be filled with compassion and wisdom. May we transform delusion into wisdom, greed into generosity, resentment into gratitude, discord into harmony, and hatred into compassion. May all nations grow and benefit mutually. May the strong help the weak, and may the weak learn and evolve according to Dharma. May all those who have died from world conflicts and disasters be delivered through all obstacles and be at rest. May there be peace throughout the world, and may all beings enjoy tranquility and happiness, living in their original true nature. This we pray with our whole hearts. Wanamida, Wanamida.
내 발길 머무는 곳, 내 음성 멸해지는 곳, 내 마음 향하는 곳마다 우리 모두 다 함께, 우리 모두 다 함께 성부제주 이별이 되어지리라. I wish and pray sincerely and truly, where my hands touch the world, where my feet walk on the earth, where my voice echoes through the hills, and in all realms where my heart and mind reach, that we all together share a true affinity for attaining great enlightenment and for helping all living beings. Sutra chanting. Today, you are welcome to join us chanting page 6. 일원상 vow in Korean. Feel free to rest your minds, hearts, and souls in this vibrational chant, or you can join us chanting whenever you feel moved to. 이로는 언어도 단의 입정처이 유무초월의 생성문인가 천지부모동포범유래 번화리야 대굴조사 범부중생의 성품으로 능히 성유성하고 능히 성무성하여 유성으로 보면 성주불멸로 여여사정
This morning, Kelly Deno Wan Yisa is sharing her Dharma Talk, The Relationship Between Truth and Me. Let's practice deep listening as we welcome Kelly.
My Dharma name is Wan Yisa, which means the unfolding the auspiciousness benefit of Ilwan song. Since receiving my Dharma name, I have been using it as a koan to uncover my true nature. I like the word unfolding, like a gift, slowly unwrapping each piece of paper until the entire gift is visible. By slowly unfolding my mind's wrappings, I have found two truths. All things are mind's creation, and don't know mind, to be instrumental in revealing my true nature. The Ilwan song image above my head is a symbol of many things, but most importantly to me, it is a symbol of my true nature and yours. Take a good look at it. What do you see? I see a gold circle. It has no ending or beginning. But what about me? Well, my physical body has a beginning and an ending, but my spirit or my essence, mind essence, is limitless and timeless. I know this truth because I feel the presence of my parents and grandparents every day while physically they no longer exist. What is the mind essence, you might ask? Well, it can also be called one's original nature, self-nature, or true nature. It is the peaceful, calm state of mind which arises when one is aligned with the flow of nature and the truth of reality. I feel it when my thoughts slow down during meditation, or when my mind is resting in the space between an action and a reaction. When asked about the relationship between humans and Ilwan song, one circle image, Master Sotaesan replied, while the Buddha image manifests the physical form of the Buddha, Ilwan song manifests the mind essence of the Buddha. The physical form only represents his human form, but the mind essence is vast and infinite, combining being and non-being, and sustaining itself through 3 periods of time, past, present, and future. When this body is no longer, my words and the results of my actions and deeds will exist in the world and the hearts of others, just like the truth of Shakyamuni Buddha and Master Sotaesan remain without their physical presence. What else do you see when you look at Ilwan song? Empty space within a circle that is vast and infinite, but also round edges that hold everything in and yet allow everything to pass through. This is the perfect description of a mind that knows itself, uncluttered, unattached, limitless, and free-flowing. By truly getting to know ourselves, our patterns, habits, and by taking responsibility for them, we take an important step in understanding our mind and connecting to our true self. Aristotle said, knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. Do you experience a sense of peace when you look at this circle? Peace is the main quality of our true nature. We often deprive ourselves of this peaceful sensation because we don't know how our minds work. What does the circle image have to do with my true nature and yours? Well, before we are born and soon after our birth, our true nature was pure, free from judgment and attachment, satisfied with only our basic needs being met. With time, sensory conditions, hardships, life experiences shaped us so that we are no longer that pure, innocent being. Clouds have formed covering the light of our true nature. Our practice as Buddhists is to remove those clouds so our true nature can shine again. As John mentioned in his talk last month, ignorance of our true nature is what causes our suffering. So uncovering our true nature seems like a step in the right direction. Ilwan's song is a reminder that the truth exists and it is ours for the unfolding. But how do I recognize when I am acting from my true nature? When a situation arises, I use the koan, is this my true nature? Through reflection, I try to determine if the deluded, habitual me is reacting. Do these fears and reactions have a pattern to them? Can I pause, reflect, and then act with equanimity? Everyone has a different perspective on their true nature. So I asked several of our fellow practitioners, when do they feel in touch with their true nature? When I asked Reverend Sean about this, he answered, he feels in touch with his true nature when he can see a problem clearly, a 360-degree view, if you will, and then he feels he can make a skillful decision. Others have mentioned that they feel close to their true nature when they are in nature. Observing the natural world fills them with a sense of peace and awe. Some feel they are connected to their true nature when they meditate. With their minds still and their bodies at rest, they can feel that space of calm nothingness where thoughts slow down. For myself, I feel I am experiencing my true nature when I have broken one of my habitual thinking patterns or habitual ways of responding to situations. Earlier this year, I was reviewed by my employer. In my review, I was told that I was too nice. This was seen as a weakness. I was told that everyone's strengths indicate their weaknesses. In being too nice, I could not be firm. This story of me was devastating to hear and contradictory to what I felt about myself. After all, I have been a teacher for 18 years and teaching with compassion, but while maintaining high expectations of my students. So after this review, I started down my habitual path of thinking and reacting when a difficult situation arises. I try to defend myself to anyone who will listen, and I always find this unsatisfactory because it never gets to the source of the problem. So this time, I paused. Can I investigate to see if there's any truth in what was said? Can I make changes if necessary? Well, after a couple sleepless nights, I went to my director and I told her that I didn't agree with my review and I didn't feel comfortable working in a place where I feel my character had been misjudged and I would not come back the following year. I didn't try to defend myself beyond that. And if you don't know me, that was very brave of me. So I could have let myself go round and round and tied myself in knots and reacted defensively, but I stopped my habitual defensive thought patterns, let go of my attachment to self and my story, and I was able to resolve the problem more directly. I found that when my ego drops away, self-awareness increases, and I can make wiser decisions. You may have heard the Buddha saying, all things are mind's creation. Until this point, I was focused only on my mind and the stories it created. But this experience showed me that everyone creates stories. Now I realize the stories of others I cannot rewrite, and so I feel less inclined to defend myself. You may have found yourself in similar situations where you felt misjudged and defensive. It's very freeing to realize that others' thoughts and speech and actions are reflections of their mind. I don't have to react or feel pain. I can sift through their stories to see what truth lies within, and then react with compassion and wisdom. Knowing ourselves is important, but how do we continue to uncover our true nature? Reverend Qi, in one of our Thursday night Dharma discussions, said, "The don't know mind is a portal to our true nature." The don't know mind is a portal to our true nature. What does that mean? Well, to me, it means keeping a mind that is clear and round, calm and tranquil, free from attachment and judgment, a mind that sees everything. It never jumps to conclusions. It stays open and curious and dedicated to understanding before reacting. Easy peasy, right? Well, I'm trying to use this don't know mind as part of my daily practice to uncover my true nature. And what I have observed is that I often jump to conclusions about other people or situations, as is with human nature. We are always making quick judgments to ensure our survival or calculate our next move. But when I use my don't know mind, I pause, I wait until the actual truth is revealed. And shockingly, I have found I'm usually wrong. Rarely do I have all the correct information. Realizing my ego and my mind have taken over interpreting and creating stories without facts or truth has been very enlightening. This don't know mind has saved me a lot of headaches and heartaches by forcing me to pause before reacting. I appreciate it as a tool and a resource to get to the truth of others and myself. Rediscovering our true nature is the way to end suffering. Our first step is to realize that we have a true nature. The second step is to begin the journey of self-discovery. Watching our habitual thought patterns and reactions, we can realize our minds make up stories through the filter of our ego. As individuals, we have been exposed to different sensory conditions and life experiences. So we all have unique starting points. And therefore, it takes different paths to uncover our true nature. Whatever path you take, may it be meditation, self-reflection, Dharma study, long walks in nature, koans, or engaging your don't know mind, remember, there is a truth to the universe, and you are part of that truth. Keep working to remove your clouded vision so you can get a clearer view of the truth. I now can see that I am related to the truth in many ways. I am part of the truth that Buddha and Master Sotasan realized. We are all suffering, but if we get to know our minds and learn to control them, we can find peace and grace. This calm state of being is always available to us. As Master Sotasan said, the mind essence is vast and infinite, combining being and non-being and sustaining itself through the 3 time periods of past, present, and future. Knowing my mind has lessened my suffering, and getting to know my mind patterns through meditation and reflection, I have increased that space between reaction and action. And additionally, observing my mind and ego working together and fabricating stories has helped me to train me to pause and wait with an open, don't know mind. So every time you see Ilwan Song or any circle image, I invite you to ask yourself, have I uncovered a little more of my true nature today? Each of our ordinary lives and its challenges are the fertile grounds for our practice. So, good luck on your journey.
Thank you, Kelly. That was a lot to unpack. So you maintain an awareness that all things are mind's creation, that all our experiences and responses are filtered through our mind in some way. So it behooves us to practice in such a way that we operate that mind well. And kudos on standing up for yourself at work. And so you also use don't know mind, this open mind state where you pause and use don't know mind to gather more information or operate from somewhere more from your true nature than from your egoistic nature. I hope we can all do this. Folks on live stream, if you'd like to leave your comments in the comment box, that would be great. And folks in the house here, if you want to gather in groups of 2 or 3 and discuss this, we'll take a few minutes to do that.
Do my best. Stand up to do it.
love to see this very active, engaging Dharma conversation after such an insightful sharing and talk. Kelly, how do you feel? Really? This was your second Dharma talk ever yet?
That's about my
Second long talk. Wow. Big applause to Kelly. Do you feel you are spiritually growing deeper after giving a talk? Yes. She said yes. That means you are invited all to this experience too. If you would like to have a little bit fast course of spiritual growth, please feel free to come to us and express your interest too, share your thoughts or any contemplation. Oh, let's see. Online, we have friends joined. Oh, Kitty from Florida. Welcome, Kitty and Patrick, Michael, McLean, Daniel, Pete, Michael, Fath, Joe, and Shirley. Cameo is here too. Cynthia, Hannah, Melissa, William. I think Kang Song-won must be 교모님, Reverend from Korea. It's late, it's midnight, but they joined us. Patty, Alexa, Barbara, Jody, Bob Brown, Heather, Polly, and Bob Lamberg. Fonda is here too. Candace, thank you all for joining us. And I know there are many friends who joined us live streaming, but somehow they couldn't log in to leave their chat. Or some of them are shy to leave a message. We have about 45 friends in person today. Anyone first time? Wow, your name is?
Ben Floyd.
Ben, welcome, and? Luce, welcome. And do you have Yetzi and? Yetzi, welcome. Anyone else? I think one more new friend.
He's in the bathroom.
We give a big applause to new friends who joined in person and online. Why don't we give ourselves who are coming second time and more than many times? So give ourselves come back. Well, I will miss you because I'll be traveling to Korea this Wednesday. But I'll be with you, and I will be talking about you a lot when I'm traveling in Korea. So you may feel your ears burning.
Reverend Wong, I have a few questions for you. When was the last time you were in Korea?
That was 5 years ago.
How do you feel about going home again?
I'm excited. I'm curious to see how things are changed, and it'll be good for me to reconnect with the motherland.
What will you do while you're there?
As soon as I arrive, I'll go to the Won Buddhism Hospital for a general checkup and then visit my family. But primarily, I'll be helping to Won Buddhism community with the World Scout Jamboree, especially in leading spiritual programs for youth from all over the world. Their age groups are junior high and high school and young adults.
And how long will you be there?
Only for 6 weeks. Then I have exciting news for you. While I'm in Korea, I'll be connecting with you via Zoom through a summer evening mini meditation retreat. How does it sound to you? It's a 3 hours mini retreat, 6 to 9 p.m. Friday, August 18. So please mark your calendar. That time will be Saturday morning, 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. So I'll skip breakfast. during these 3 hours, you will experience the heart of the headquarters of Won Buddhism, which has a beautiful campus and garden. Most of all, the very, very strong spiritual energy there. So if you connect with me during the 3 hours practice, I'll be walking with you in the garden, and you can join us at your home, or you can come to this temple, and with the big screen, you can be connected with the spirit of Korea with me. Sounds like a good idea? Yes. Please support Reverend Sean, Reverend Young while I'm gone. The essential support is that your practice, your presence, keep showing up, keep participating as much as you can. Your practice, your strong practice, is the essence that I can proudly and delightfully share about who we are, the beauty of this community, because you are the most beautiful ones, you are the most handsome ones, you are the most sincere ones in the whole world. I'll carry you with me in my heart. And will you continue to practice here? And I will be practicing in Korea together.
Thank you, Reverend Won. We send you our best wishes for happy and successful travels. And thank you all for practicing with us today. Today at 5 p.m., our sister temple Raleigh is hosting an evening meditation. And summer evenings are lovely times to meditate, so please join us if you are able. And our meditation garden is awaiting your visit. Throughout it are sitting racks and a bench tucked in shady spots for you to enjoy. Anyone who'd like to help us with watering plants in the temple garden is welcome and appreciated. Now let us bless each other with morning prayer song on page 13.
Dharmakaya Buddha, fourfold grace, I begin you day in your presence. Today full of health and with peace of mind, may I walk along the path of the Buddha. Dharmakaya Buddha, fourfold grace, I begin a new day with your grace. Today gratefully and with gentle words, may I live in harmony with all those I meet. Dharmakaya Buddha, fourfold grace, I begin a new day with compassion. Today making the world a more loving place. May I do all that I can for one world.
Now palms together, greet your neighbor, blessings of the day to your neighbors. And let's smile and wave at the folks online over there.